Good afternoon. It's 1:30 on Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. This is the Board of Appeals hearing. May we have a roll call, please?
All right, can you hear me? There we go. All right, Ann Weber.
Here.
Kyle Lombardo.
Here.
Tricia Hadley.
Here.
Jim McWhirter.
Here.
Ron Roque, absent. Tommy Willis.
Here.
And Patrice Zimmerman.
Here.
All right, we have 6 of 7.
So I understand we have a motion to elect the new board chairman again. Is that how it works? So we're having elections. The last month didn't count, so do we have a motion or do we have any suggestions on the chair? I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, first motion is from Jim, second is from Ron. Okay. Ann Weber. Aye. Kyle Lombardo. Well, Tricia Hadley. Jim McWhirter. Ron Roque. Tommy Willis. And Patrice Zimmerman. All right, motion passes.
Next order of business is to elect a board vice chair. Motion, please.
Motion for Tommy.
Okay, first motion. Second from who?
Patrice.
Patrice, okay. All right. All right, Ann Weber.
Aye.
Kyle Lombardo.
Yes.
Tricia Hadley. Jim McWhirter. Ron Roque. And Patrice Zimmerman. Okay, motion passes.
I believe everybody has received a copy of the minutes from the February 8th meeting. Do we have any questions or comments?
If we move, we approve them.
I have a motion.
Second.
So Ron and Tommy's the second.
Okay. All right, vote for the motion to approve the minutes. Ann Weber.
Aye.
Kyle Lombardo.
Yes.
Tricia Hadley.
Aye.
Jim McWhirter.
Yes.
Ron Roque. Tommy Willis.
Aye.
And Patrice Zimmerman.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Gotta find my place, excuse me. So the first case is case number BOAB 2023-00001, appeal of Mike Mullins, Sam Gresham Architects, from a decision of the code official for non-compliance with Chapter 7, Section 705.5 of the International Building Code 2015, is adopted by Oklahoma City pertaining to the requirement for fire separation distance and rated exterior walls for 200 Northeast 34th Street. Is the applicant present?
Mike Mullins with Sam Gresham Architects.
Mike, nice to have you here. Would you mind telling us a little about your case, please?
There's building a metal building on an existing slab that's right on the property line, and we're trying to eliminate the rated walls. As stated last time, Sam, my boss was here, Sam.
Scott, would you mind reading the staff analysis, please?
Okay.
I can't.
Okay, so staff analysis, the applicant's requested variance pertains to the requirement of having a 2-hour rated exterior wall without openings along the property line is required by code. Otherwise, they must typically provide the fire separation distance.
Right.
So this property line is adjacent to an easement owned and operated by a railroad. And of course, staff considers it most unlikely that neighboring structures will ever be built. But of course, this is never a guarantee.
And we have, to remind everybody, we have heard cases like this before in the past, and we have approved cases like this before in the past. Does anybody have any questions about this particular case? Do I have a motion? I have a motion. Jim?
I'll second.
Second from Ron.
Okay, so vote for motion to approve. Ann Weber,
Aye.
Kyle Lombardo,
Yes.
Tricia Hatley,
Aye.
Jim McWhirter,
Yes.
Ron Roque,
Aye.
Tommy Willis,
Aye.
and Patrice Zimmerman.
Aye.
All right, motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next case, case number BOAB 2023-00002. The appeal of Isaac Hines representing Westgate Park Residential LLC from a decision of the code official for noncompliance with Chapter 29, Table 2902.1 of the International Building Code 2015 as adopted by the City of Oklahoma City pertaining to the requirement for restroom fixtures for 10333 West Reno Avenue. Scott, you want to give us a rundown on the analysis, please?
Okay. And if there's no objection, I'll paraphrase a little bit.
Please.
All right. So of course, the applicant's requested variance pertains to the code official's interpretation requirement for additional restroom fixtures per IBC Table 2902.1. They currently have an apartment complex out there with multiple buildings. They're building a clubhouse at the moment and a pool alongside of it. There was an issue with the enclosed fenced-off area around the pool being considered as assembly. That, of course, then raised the requirement for additional fixtures within the clubhouse. The clubhouse was designed for fixtures for the clubhouse itself, the assembly areas within, right? We've since then, kind of narrowed the size of the fenced-in area outdoors around the pool, but there is still open area that we would have to consider assembly on our side. So because of that, the requirement for fixtures is a little higher than requested by the applicant. So I'll leave it at that, I think.
So the applicant is here. Would you please state your name for the record and your
Sure.
address?
I'm John Sempner, representing Tradesman Architecture, standing in for Isaac Hines, and representing Westgate Park LLC today.
Your address, please. Your address.
500 North Broadway, here in Oklahoma City.
Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, so we're building a clubhouse with an adjacent pool at the heart of a 440-unit multifamily complex out on the west side of Oklahoma City. As we look at the pool itself, anyone using the pool has access to the restrooms within the building. Here you can see the floor plan showing the pool on the right-hand side and the restrooms with a dedicated corridor directly to it that's open all times the pool's open, that all members have access to 24 hours a day, really, because they have access to those same restrooms for the workout center. If we look at any of the pool code, both the state's pool code and the internationally adopted pool code, both of them make exceptions for this case because all of the participants at the pool also are owners of the apartments and therefore have restrooms adjacent. We understand that about 10% of them do exceed the 500 feet requirement that the city is referencing, but those 10% have the clubhouse restrooms right there. So we feel we've met the intent of having the restrooms there, and to build a second set of restrooms is just unnecessary for this case.
Any questions?
Yeah, can you confirm that the restrooms will be available to those occupants at the time that the pools are open at all times?
Yes.
Or they have access, like key card access?
Yes, they will have key card access.
Okay.
And it's our understanding that this pool is really for the residents of the facility only?
Correct. It is not a publicly available. It is private to those that rent from the development there.
And that nobody can rent out the facility for
No.
for parties, weddings.
The owner states that the liability of doing that is not acceptable, so that they typically exclude that in their operating terms.
I make a motion that we accept the applicant's request and not require the restrooms. The additional restrooms. Thank you, Kyle.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second. It's Tommy and Patrice.
Patrice? All right, so motion to pass Big OA number 2, that the restrooms are not to be required, additional restrooms are not to be required. Ann Weber,
Aye.
Kyle Lombardo,
Yes.
Tricia Hadley,
Aye.
Jim McWhirter,
Yes.
Ron Roque,
Aye.
Tommy Willis,
Aye.
and Patrice Zimmerman.
Aye.
All right, motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
So we have no continued cases this session? That's good. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. All right, vote for motion to adjourn. Ann Weber,
Aye.
Kyle Lombardo,
Yes.
Tricia Hadley,
Aye.
Jim McWhirter,
Yes.
Ron Roque,
Aye.
Tommy Willis,
Aye.
and Patrice Zimmerman.
Aye.
All right, motion passes.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.